humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. The money hungry video game industry saga is here. Guys, it's money first. Whether we want to accept it or not, these companies, all of them, the big three, want to make $1,000 a new normal, right? They want to get you used to $1,000. Now, it could be the Gen X brain that I have, where I think the hamburger special should still cost $3.50, right? Like it did when I was growing up. Shoot, when I started, it was like 250. It was amazing. But now they want you to expect premium gaming for about $1,000, like if you were buying a PC basically. And I'm sorry, I can't do it. There's so many other options in gaming that I could put my money to that'll give me more satisfaction than buying $1,000 console. But that's what they want to make the new normal. Here, let me give you a breakdown of what these corporate people. And I have to say, I'm a capitalist, right? I'm a business analyst, and I'm telling you what these people want, right? I'm not going to mince around words. What they want is they want to sell you premium priced hardware at $1,000, as close to it as possible. They want to charge you from $70 to $80 a game for the base game, $100 a game for the real game minimum, and then on top of that, make you pay for a subscription service. How does that sound to you? Does that sound consumer friendly? Huh? Does that sound like they have your best interest at heart? No, they don't. They don't. They learned from the great Tommy Tallarico. My money first, baby. And that's what they're doing. It doesn't matter if you're talking about Nintendo. Nintendo's a deal at $450 now. Are you insane? For $450, I expect a lot, and I haven't seen enough from the Switch 2 for me to fork out that kind of money. I'd rather spend, those $450 in other gaming products, right? Whether it's Atari or another repro company, I don't know, Mod Retro, Analog. There's other experiences that I can have for $450 that will surpass what I've seen so far, right, on the Switch 2. I still enjoy my Switch 1, but again, I haven't seen anything that makes me want to pay $450, pay $80 a game going forward, and on top of that, paying a yearly fee just so I can play my games online. Right? That's the new normal. Right? What these companies want is to just bare bones get you as close as they can to $1,000. Sell you, these games at a premium price and milk you for every dollar that you have. They want their money up front. Those days of, we're going to lose money on the hardware and we're going to make it up on the software are gone. Are gone. This is corporate gaming, guys. And I'm telling you this as a business analyst. This is the best thing for investors, right? This is the best thing for the bottom line of companies. But, it doesn't necessarily make it more profitable because they're taking gambles on all this online gaming. Not Nintendo. Nintendo, historically has kept about 25% of their earnings in cash, sitting there for R&D. But I just wish they would use it, on new hardware rather than just trying to push the same old thing. How about some repros? How about re-releasing some stuff, some games that we actually want? Right, but the way they're releasing games right now, it's all premium price, it's all remakes. Some of it, for depending on who you're talking about, are censored. So I mean, are you really even getting the real experience? You're not. You're not anymore. It's all about them making money. And this is the thing that I see that I've seen, forever. Yeah, we paid through the nose, for example, in the early '80s. Whether you're talking about the Atari or the Intellivision, ColecoVision, when you compare the prices for today. But let me tell you, the games that they gave you were the best possible efforts at that time. And they did try to give you value. They were looking for the best things for the consumer. Try to sell you the best product they could, as many as they could. Right there's competition there. Now it's all about microtransactions. It's about signing you up for that monthly, right? You got to get on that monthly package, right? It's all giving you charging you the most for the least product, which is what all companies do. But video games are an art. It's just not a business. And they've walked away so much. They're so far away from the art piece. Now it's all money. It's politics, right? It's all this promotion of other commercial stuff that really is just nothing that resembles what we grew up with, what made us loyal to these companies, whether you're talking about PlayStation, whether you're talking about, Xbox or Nintendo. Their corporate creeds right now are basically the same. It doesn't matter who you're talking about. It's all about bleeding you dry, right? They're going to give you some other message. We care about the players, power to the players, this and that. No. We want all your money. We don't want it yesterday. We don't want it tomorrow. We want it right now. We want all that money now. And we want it tomorrow, right? And you're going to pay premium prices from now till the end of time. That's what they want. And it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad to see what's happened to the industry. It's pretty sad to see that nobody's stepping up to the plate. And the one company that could do it, which was Steam, came out, oh, we're going to charge, $800 for our console. So they're still on the same plan as the others. They saw, oh, well, these idiots are going to pay, $800, $1,000 for a portable with the Xbox, which they are, right? Can you imagine a handheld, $1,000, so you can play the best Xbox games that really don't have any exclusives? Are you insane? That's what they want us to buy, right? The $1,000 console is what they're pushing. If you want premium experiences, it's going to cost you about $1,000. With Nintendo, $600. That's what it's going to cost. And it's not that it's so expensive. Anything that the customers want, they will pay for. The value isn't there. They want to charge you $1,000. They want to charge you $700. They want to charge you $600, whatever it is. But you're not getting your money's worth. At least in the 80s, in the Intellivision days, and the Sega days, and the Nintendo days, you were getting your money's worth. The first time you played, Donkey Kong on the NES, you're like, wow, Super Mario. Those are amazing experiences. Are you saying that now? No. It's all repros. It's all a bunch of rehash stuff. Worse stories. The dialogues are crap. The characters, everybody looks... all the characters are ugly. They have to be ugly on purpose so ugly people don't get sad. And you need to have all kinds of, it's just a complete crap show. I don't like where gaming is going, but what a great opportunity some company has. Whether it's Sega, not Steam anymore, but anybody else could come in here and really fill a void. Fill a void with all these independent creators that are making all these independent great games that really give gamers what they want. If they had a platform for it, if they had a console for it, to have physical media, Atari, I'm looking at you. There's a huge market there to exploit. If somebody made a $250 console right now with $50 games, $49.99, you could not keep them in stock. It would absolutely revive GameStop, and it would get gamers excited. Will it happen? Probably not, unless, you get some billionaire that really wants to burn through some cash, and try to make it happen. It probably won't. Until then, we got to see which one of these companies will survive, because at some point, somebody's going to lose. And when they start losing, everything's going to go on sale. And maybe then, customers will get what they want. All right, humans, thank you for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And support if you can for 99 cents. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.